Hi guys, welcome to this video, and in today's video we're going to be breaking down this diagram that I've made to help you to bridge the gap between relatability, so connecting with your fans, and then also finding your authentic voice, your authentic expression, adding your own unique elements to your tracks, and just finding that sweet spot, which is your unique sound. And this is something that a lot of artists struggle with, but I'm going to present to you a basic blueprint in this video, and then we can expand upon it on future videos, but this is just my basic ideas. So on the right hand side, we have relatability, and this is how you're going to basically advertise your tracks and ensure that you're not just throwing out your music and just hoping for the best. This is going to be incorporating elements that listeners can relate to and that you know that any kind of person could connect with. So inside this quadrant, we have catchy melodies. This could be in any genre. It doesn't matter what you're producing. It could be melodic house, techno, whatever it is. Catchy melodies in the synths, in the vocal hooks. Every single person resonates with catchy melodies. So that's the first thing. If you can incorporate a melody, a hook that is strong, this will connect with your audience and it will be relatable. Universal themes. So that could be in the songwriting, that could be about love. We know that love is a very common theme in music these days. So including universal themes, this doesn't matter. It's not genre specific. It could be in any genre. So that's another one. Relatability could be danceable grooves. So every single genre can have grooves that slap, that are good. Familiar song structure. So we have the typical Spotify structure where you introduce the hook straight away. Then you have a breakdown. I'll do this in future videos. And then you go back into the drop and it's that nice dopamine spike that keeps people repeating the song. So these are the relatable things. And then why do you need a track to be relatable? So the way I think about this is you don't want to just make a track that is, say, too quiet or has a really weird structure or has melodies that are just so strange or using weird scales that no one can really connect with. That you have to have some element of being relatable. It's the same as if you were in a meeting at work and you're really tired, but it would be authentic to be really tired, but you need to relate to your colleagues in the meeting. So you need to put on some sort of front. You need to wear your suit. You need to make your personality a bit more energetic. So you need to be able to connect to the people that you're trying to communicate with. And then once you've connected, you can inject some more of this authenticity. So with authenticity, we have experimental sounds. So maybe you can do a catchy melody with an experimental sound, for example. You have niche genres, like little tiny genres, weird labels, niche labels and movements that you connect with and that feel authentic or resonate with you. Deeply personal lyrics, again, this could be in any genre. You can write lyrics that are really personal to you and evoke emotions for you, and then you have injected your own soul into that track. Unconventional structure is a bit risky, but that's another one that you can use. So the inside authenticity, we have your truth, unique voice, and raw expression. Inside of this, I would add experimental sound design as well. I would add the way you present the track, so the content that you make, maybe it's a video of you just promoting it on your phone, or it could be you experimenting with a hardware synth or serum or something. But this is everything that's adding your own unique touch to the track. So this is like your brand. This is the part of you that you're sharing, which is vulnerable with your audience. So you connect with the audience with relatability, and then you can go deeper with the authenticity. That's how I like to think about it. So in the middle, we have this sweet spot where you have innovative but accessible music, blending of genres. So you're borrowing from different genres and making it relatable, but also authentic, emotionally resonant. So you can have those universal themes. You can have lyrics that connect, memorable hooks with character. So you're focusing on the hook. You have a good ad, you have a good demo to send to labels. You're always thinking about hooks. So what is the track going to be remembered by? And that's a good way to build the relatability. But also if you're doing it with experimental sounds and synths that you've created, that's a good way to be authentic. So finally, we have emotionally resonant, which is what we've covered in the relatability and authenticity sections as well. But that's the sweet spot, is where you're blending, you're getting people in the door with the relatability, and then you're taking them deeper with the authenticity. So hopefully this video made sense. You have to be relatable to the industry, where the industry currently is at this moment in time. In 100 years, everything's going to sound completely different. So to be relatable in 100 years, you're going to have to follow different frameworks that are popular at that time. But just pay attention to what's kind of popular now and borrow aspects of it. That's why I talk a lot about referencing. And then you can go deeper with time to get that more authentic part of things. And maybe your music doesn't fit into a specific genre. Maybe it doesn't have a specific sound yet, but that will come with time when you're just iterating on this process and continuing to release music and finding that balance between relatability and authenticity. It's not going to happen immediately, but the more that you practice this and release music and lean into and just feel out what feels authentic, but how can you present that in a relatable way, you're going to make a lot of progress with this, and eventually you'll find your sound. So hopefully you found this video useful. It's quite a short one today, but I just wanted to show this to help some of you who may be struggling with this. It's not a rush. It can take years and years and years, but just keep plugging away at it and you will make progress eventually. So hopefully you enjoyed this short video, and I will see you soon for the next one.